Save the day over here. Welcome to all the guests. In exactly a little less than 2 weeks from now, Shabbos, we're doing a Shabbos Achdus here in Eretz Yisrael. We have a little bit of a surprise. A great, great speaker, I think. Do we have him locked in?
Yeah.
Can we announce who it is?
Yeah.
Rav Gav himself is going to be there, speaking English and in Hebrew. So if anybody wants to be a partner in this, we are still looking for some partners. Shkoch to all those who are partners. We have Adar Global sitting in the room here, 50,000 shekel partner. We have Alex Katz sitting in the room here, 25,000 shekel. We have Nachman Seltzer, 32,000 shekel. Yishkoyach. I'm just kidding.
It's not up on the wall. What's going on over here?
Watch the shir together. Voice it right now. Right now, they're watching the shir. They're watching the shir in Monastrich. You know, last night, Moshe did the blast. Was sitting right over here. I saw him this morning. He's still here. And we did a raffle for the hotel. And he won the room. And he already has a room. And he's sitting right here. It looked like it was... He's sitting right next to me, and he jumps out of his seat. He runs over to me, and then I did like I just did to Rav Nachman. So you have 2 rooms. I was actually looking for a room for my kala, and they told me they ran out of rooms. And no, seriously, she wants to come maybe, and I don't know if there is. I have to speak to the guy in charge. So I'll give it to you. I'll give you the room. I know I don't want to do it. You know, it's not nice in front of the whole camera, in front of everybody. No, seriously, we'll get a room, Be'ez Hashem. But mazel tov to Moshe Didi Blast. 2 rooms he has over there. Right now, Monastrich. MDY official edition, B'chayris. All the program are taken. Look at the new people that sponsor DAP in Peretz Chaim Levin. Maybe Leila Yishmas' father, I have no idea. Michael Katz, Akiva Kraus, Sruli Furman, Shmuel Eidler, Yishkoyach Godel. Dear Rebelli, a couple months ago, we have a guest. What's your name? From? Bet Shemesh. I'm assuming you're Chabad. I don't know. Okay, here, so this is for you, Chabad. A couple of months ago, one of the participants in your shir, Reb David Ali, reposted a status of your DAF video. I'm a principal cheder, Oyali Chinuch Chabad in Buenos Aires, Argentina. We have a unique model in which our teachers remain for 2 hours after school each day to work on developing their teaching craft. One of the modalities we use during this time is working in teams of 4 teachers with the leader. One of the key topics we focus on is the geschmack we have as teachers in Limud Torah and how we transmit that geschmack to our students. During these training sessions, we watch your videos and analyze both your approach and presentation to draw ideas and how to inspire students in the classroom. This week we had Hascholas HaGemara of our 5th graders. Our school year begins in Adar. And I decided to implement the famous Ah. I encourage the teacher to begin every Gemara class with the big Ah. Thank you for inspiring so many in Klal Yisrael. May you continue to go Michael Choyel, never be satisfied in your holy work. Yishkoyach, sincerely, Rabbi Shmuel Gezinski, Cheder Ali Chinuch Chabad, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Here they are doing the discussing, and here it is. Rabbi said, check this out. Hascholas HaGemara, the first time they learn Gemara.
¿Está listo? Vamos a practicar una vez y después lo vamos a hacer real. Kindela. Muy bien, una vez más. ¿Está listo? Vamos ya, porque cuando uno estudia Gemara tiene que tener un geschmack. Kindela. Un poco mejor, Kindela, una vez más. Kindela. Eilu mitzvah sheloi.
Okay, so what do we learn? So I'm analyzing this video. What could he do different or better? I'm just thinking now aloud. I didn't have this last night. The kids were answering in his energy. Kinderlach. Kinderlach. And they answered. Good morning, Rabbi. That's it. That was the whole energy I had. Wow. Let's try that. Kinderlach. Odotelach. In Dilla on vacation, look at Mendy doesn't know what to do himself. He's thinking about all the people, all the guys from Beis Eliyahu, the guys in the closet that don't tell anybody, and they're going to come to him. That's why I was debating if I should leave this year. Now I'm going to leave. In Dilla on vacation, went to visit Marad Nakash. Huh?
Very close.
Yeah, very close. Marad Nakash, nothing like visiting family. Aryeh, check now. That's it. That's his new name. Aryeh checking on the right, Marad Nakash on the left. Official religion of the Shas Masechta Zevin Yal Shulov, Perik Shmini, Samlov, Pels and Kendi families, also known as the Samlov, Pels and Kendi law firm, dedicated in memory. If not, they should be a law firm. Moirdik, Yitzchak ben Mendel Aleim Shalom. Daf Kuftes Vav, in honor of Benny Rudnick. Thank you for all you do for MDY and the people who benefit from all your hard work. It's in the Gemara. It's there forever. Open it up. Is it there? He's checking to see. It's there. David Salmon, dedicated in memory of Avi Moiri, Reb Shmuel Baruch, Ben Reb Chaim Tzvi, Doiv Zechron Livracha, E-copiers. The Palachik Family Foundation, may our limit at Torah during the Chodesh Elul bring us closer to Yimei Gula, V'simcha, Anonymous, Haslach Baruch, Niziv Gashmis, thank you to Chief Benny. Anonymous, from complete refuah shleim and Arichim to Leah Bas Esther, monthly sponsors Chaim and Leah Levi, Leonishmas Avi Moiri, Rabbi Yosef Ben Nissen Zechron Livracha. Anonymous, for my birthday and as a schus for Hatzlacha of my family, Brooklyn Begashmi. Let's Tzvi's refuah shleima to Rivka Naomi, Basili Sheva Batio, Ari Simon, refuah shleima Avi Moiri, Baruch Ben Miriam. Weekly sponsors. The Spanish year sponsors Leonishmas, Rav Yishaya Ben Rav Yosef, Warren H. Feldman, in merit of MDY's diligent work, thank you. Simon and Diana Rosenfelder, for a speedy refuah shleima for Gabriel Ben Toiba, injured in an accident, refuah shleima. Anonymous, the refuah shleima Etel Bas Matel. I don't know, there's nothing to say. Everybody knows that the cars are very dangerous. They're a kli of, it could be mashchas, a kli mashchas if you're not careful. And no, seriously, maybe we could learn. Somebody's tired, somebody fell asleep at the wheel. You had a chassan a month before his chasana, and a father of 9, 40 years old, head-on collision on a highway. Meaning, they're saying somebody fell asleep. If you're tired, you don't drive. It's mamash a kli that kills. Here, it's another person that's a major injury here. Anonymous, the refuah shleima Etel Bas Matel. And you don't let your kid drive until they're 36. The Green Check Group. I don't know how my father let me drive. The biggest meshugana driver in New York, but for sure, 100%. Upstate, Nachayched, Neirva. Seriously, it's not. So you get a license, so it's nice that they get a license. They should drive, but in parking lots only or whatever, I don't know. The Green Check Group, I let my kid drive, I get it, but I don't know, we have to do something. If you have a car, this should be like a thing, you should be able to, on a Tesla, could you control the speed limit?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You could, control the speed and you know, MS. In honor of Eli Geller, MDY's most dedicated Talmud on his wedding day, Mazel Tov, the Green Check, Mark Ashkenazi told me,
Here is going to be a non-issue with the auto.
Let me ask you something. Is Eli Geller? Oh, here he is! Mazel Tov, Eli! Should be zoicha to build the Bayis Nomi Yisrael. It's an unbelievable story. I said over the story. He went to the Ribnitz's caver and he davened, and he's a big maimin. He has a lot of emunah, and Akash Baruch Hu sent him a shidduch, crazy shidduch. So today is the big day. His group. He has he has a group of people on WhatsApp that they check in to say that they did the daf. They do a green check. Done. What is it called? A retention group. A retention group. And it's called the Green Check Retention Group. Everybody should have it. Shalom Aleichem Eli. You're looking all dapper. So that's it. You have a shomer. The whole thing, it started already. You feeling it? Oh, hi shomer. You're in a car. Be very careful. Drive carefully, okay? Seatbelts, gewaldig. Seatbelts, all good. 30 miles an hour, gewaldig. All right. We love you. Mazel tov. Oh, check in now group. What's this shomer's name again? Sokol. Somebody Sokol. Shalom Sokol. This is shomer. Also MD Wire. Gewaldig. Anonymous. The chassan is not a joke. This guy, he does 2 shiurim a day. He does Reb Sruli's and this year. And he does bitachon every day and this every day. He has a whole, but every single day he does the daf twice, more and more. I'm saying 2 shiurim. Anonymous, the auction today should be with great success. Tal daf sponsor. Year, anonymous, L'Refuah Shlema Isamar Ephraim Ben Chaya Blima. Month, Rachel and Alex Katz, in honor of their beautiful children. May they grow Nahavas HaTorah and Yiras Shamayim. Freddie Friedman, in support of this groundbreaking initiative, with credit to Mati Belsky for changing the landscape for Shidduchim. I just realized, remember I said that there's a wife of a Rosh Hashiva that watches this year. That's Freddie's mom. Freddie's mother was on the plane. I started laughing. She's watching this year. Of Skokie Yeshiva. And she's people are walking by her on the plane. She's like, "Excuse me, do you do Daf Yomi? This is the guy, Eli Stefansky. He's right over here." She's recruiting people. Shkar Freddie. Koil sponsors of the day. HYK Ventures in merit for a successful year ahead for all our clients. Hello. If you do it by the day, it's more expensive. You might as well just do it for the month. You did yesterday also, no? And the day before also. Tomorrow I'll do it. Whatever. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not good at business. You're the business guy here, so I just want to... HYK Ventures. Kinnovations LLC, as a schos vakim simple ben fegen Rivka Yudis Bas Yavachai and our kids too. MDYR L'Refuah Shlema Me'iro Shoshana Bas or Rivka. There's a new one. Me'iro Shoshana Bas or Rivka. L'Refuah Shlema Mordechai ben Esther. Fus Hayela Daniel Zeh ben Hayela Esther. Boys, here we go. We're holding smack in the middle daf Kufi Dal and base mamish in the middle. We have very, very interesting sugyas. Mamish. That's I was thinking on the way here. Shas is so there's such variety. You go from Agadah to Limudim to this, and here's things that we never heard before. Omer Rav Ashi. Now, if I were to ask you, how do you know that's also to eat basa b'chalav and it's also b'hana, all the stuff you're not allowed to cook it? What would you tell me? It says 3 times. So we're going to see that before we even get to that limud, there's like 3 other limudim. That's like one of the last ones. For whatever reason, Rashi and Chumash brings that one, and that's the famous one. What? Shulchan Aruch. Okay, that's the I guess the main one. But before we get there, we have other limudim. Listen to this limud. This is unbelievable. Omer Rav Ashi, how do you know you're not allowed to eat it? It says in the Torah you're not allowed to cook it. How do you know you're not allowed to eat it? Shenemar li soichal kol toyeva, kol shetiafti l'cha harehu bebal toichal. When the Torah tells you stay away from something, then the Torah is telling you you're not allowed to eat it. It's another pasuk about something completely different. Li soichal kol toyeva. You should not eat anything that's an abomination, that's disgusting. And this basa b'chalav, it's disgusting. The Torah tells you shouldn't cook it, so the Torah is telling you get it, stay away from it. Kol shetiafti l'cha harehu bebal toichal. So Rabbi, if we pause right over here before we go on, what other things in the Torah do you have a problem with? That perhaps they're a toyeva, they're disgusting, and therefore you should be also, they should be asur b'hana, they should be asur b'achila and b'hana. Shkotzim are asur b'achila. No, yet. We're talking about achila now. What are the things in the Torah? Let's think about it. Huh? If you cooked on Shabbos, it should be a toyeva. It should be in this part. Torah says don't cook on Shabbos. You cook kutach. He's saying kutach should be also b'hana. Here, when the Torah says don't do something, what else does the Torah tell us not to do when it comes to food? Different foods.
Simply the good from the bad.
Byron. The Gemara of it. Zar. No, Rabbi says something. What's kilayim? Oh, kilayim. Kilayim, very good. Torah says don't put 2 seeds together. You did. Then when the fruit comes out, you shouldn't be able to eat it. It's a toyeva, but the halacha is you're allowed to eat it. On Shabbos also, you cook on Shabbos. the whole three-way machlokes, at the end of the day, you're allowed to eat it after Shabbos. So these are bomb questions. Why is it only basar b'chalav that the Torah says don't cook? And all of a sudden he's saying, Rav Ashi says, it's a teyeva, you're not allowed to eat it. So actually we're going to see all the way to the bottom of Kuftas Vav Amud Aleph, easy sugyas. Just we're going to run through different things. Shiluch HaKen from this week's parasha. The Torah says you have to send away the mother. So maybe the mother herself is aser. If you don't send her away, the mother is aser forever. It's a teyeva. Yeah, but the thing is mutter to koyanim. What did you do wrong? Truma. What did you do? You didn't do anything. You have an apple here that's truma. A kohen can come and eat it. Yisrael doesn't eat it. But why? It's also ba'achila, also ba'ana. But that's also, anyways, the truma is also ba'achila to Yisrael. But anyway, let's see. So that's basically if somebody plows with two different species of animals, which is also midiraisa, then the food that comes out from it should be a teyeva. Those are all the things we're going to see.
You can also say the brass.
Gebrooks, okay? Chol Stam is on top of the list, especially if you live Lubavitch, right? Top, absolutely. That's from the Chamuros. It is Yahari Val Yaver, no Shaila. Omer Avashi. Here's a Shaila for you, you're Lubavitch. Are you allowed to benefit from a shear from a guy that drinks Chol Stam? It's Mamash no. I don't know. Omer Avashi. I'm not proud of it. I'm Mamash not proud of it. I want to stop. I just have too big of a Yetzirah. I know I have to stop. Omer Avashi. Minayin lebasa b'chalav she'aser. Omer Avashi. Minayin lebasa b'chalav she'aser. Huh?
It's not stop.
It's not stop. Minayin lebasa b'chalav she'aser b'achila. How do you know that it was basa b'chalav she'aser? She'nem l'silchik kol te'eva kol she'tiyad l'charev b'al toichal. Anything that I said is disgusting, not eat. Ve'in le'el b'achila. Okay, so we just said lo yisoichal. How do I know that you're not allowed to benefit from it? B'hano minayin k'dereh b'avod, omer b'avod, omer b'lozer, like Rebbe Avod says, in the name of Rebbe Lozer. Kol mokim shenem lo yoichal, lo yisoichal. Lo yisoichlu, anytime it says one of these three languages of achila, echad is achila, ve'echad is hano, b'mashma, it tells you that you're not allowed to benefit from it. But we see in the Torah sometimes you could benefit from something even though it says don't eat it. That's only when the Torah specifies specifically, go ahead and eat it. Go ahead and benefit from it. The pasuk of Nevela, super interesting. Check this out. Maybe you weren't aware of this. The pasuk of Nevela is in the pasuk of Basar B'chalav. It's the same pasuk. Let's see this pasuk. So before we even get to Basar B'chalav, we're going to talk about it. But we had this sugya recently in Avodah Zarah. We had other places, I think. You're not allowed to eat a nevela. What do you do with it? The Torah tells you two options. Give it to the ger. Give it to somebody that accepted upon himself not to worship Avodah Zarah. He's Mekayim Sheva Mitzvahs B'nei Noach. Give it to the ger Taishav. Not a real ger. Not a full-fledged Jew. A semi. Someone, a guy that a good guy.
No way.
Yeah, also no Avodah Zarah. Fine. Or you have another option. Machar lenachi, you could sell it to a non-Jew. Why? Ki am kadosh atal Hashem, you're kadoshim, and then lo yisabashak li b'chalei v'imay. Great. So the question is, what should you do? A person has a nevela, has a dead carcass, died without shechita. What should you do? You have two options. You have a neighbor who started keeping Sheva Mitzvahs B'nei Noach. He's a good boy. Should you give it to him for free, or should you sell it to your cleaning lady, the goya, for $100? What should you do? So we have a machlokes. If you're mechuyev to give it away for free versus selling it. Or maybe you have the option, you can do both. Here's the question, could you sell it to the ger? It doesn't say that you can sell it. It says give it to the ger. Sell it to the guy. Could you give it for free to the guy? But sometimes you're allowed to. Neighbors, this, that. The halacha says you're allowed to because you need them. It's not free. But let's ask the better question. Could you sell it to a Noite? Could you sell it to a Noite? So that machlokes Rameir and Rabbi Yehuda. The bottom line over here is that the Torah tells us straight out that what you can do with something you're not allowed to eat. Lo yisaychlu, it starts off with lo yisaychlu, don't eat, yet you could sell it. So you see a lot of have anah from this particular one because the Torah is specified. Okay, now we're just going to go into details. But the point is that when the Torah specifies that you're allowed to have benefit from it, you're allowed to benefit. If the Torah doesn't specify, automatically, how do you say it in Hebrew? The default. Berirat Mechdal, one of those hard ones. Berirat Mechdal, the default is no hana. Unless the Torah says you're allowed to have hana. So here comes the Gemara. What it says over there? It says over there, the Sanya, Lisoichlu called Nevela, don't eat the Nevela. You have two options. Maybe I have to stick to what the Torah tells me. How do I know that I'm allowed to sell it to the Noite? He's already not over there. Maybe I could sell it to him. They go together. How do I know that I could give it to a guy? Because it says it together, means you can do both. That's Shitas Remeir. Remeir says you can do both to each one. You could sell it to the ger. You could give it to the guy. No. It's exactly like the Torah tells you. You could only give it to the ger. You cannot sell it to him. My time at the Rabbi Yehuda. Whoa, why does Rabbi Yehuda say it's exactly as is? If it's Remeir is right, because the Lashon seems like I'm right. It should really go together. Why does it say the word oy lamali? Just want to point out this Taisvis, or we could just finish the sugi and I'll show you the beautiful Taisvis, because a lot of you are probably thinking Taisvis' question. Why in the world do I have to give something away for free when I can make money on it? It's not fair. So my animal died, it was worth $2,000 yesterday. Today it's worth $50. So I have to give it away? I have to lose more? So it says Taisvis, it's a very important Taisvis. V'dafka nevela be'eretz Yisrael. She'ein of the gechav mitzuim sham, not a lot of goyim. V'imbalam moichel of the gechav mitzach nidum adam mu'atim. Anyway, you're not going to make a lot of money, says Taisvis on this. You're talking about peanuts. You're talking about $50. You're not talking about a few $1,000s. So sinas ger kidemes, that's why it's better just to give it away. Big deal. Avo pshita says Taisvis, it's pashat. Shim yesh chayvitz l'adam limkor koidem, koidem kirenu lev gechavim, mimash yitenu afili yisrael chaver. Says Taisvis, he wants to say, a chiddush in halacha, that if you're going to really lose a nice, substantial amount of money, you don't have to give it away. That the Torah doesn't tell you to lose. The Torah is saying it's in a vela. Come on. You're in Eretz Yisrael. You live in Bet Shemesh. How many goyim do we have over here? Until you find someone who wants to give you something for it, it's not worth much. There's no market for it. No market, just give it away. Instead of making a few kopechkes, give it away. Azay of Taisvis.
You know what to give it to either.
Huh?
You have no one to give it to either.
No, you'll find.
Here?
Yeah.
The same. Marashach, you have no one.
No.
The point is that instead of you fighting for a few, but if it's really substantial, it has some meruba, you're not mechuyev to give it away. According to the Shita, he's explained the Shita of Rabbi Yehuda. Oh, and that this is where Taisus comes in even more. The Oi comes to tell you that you have a bigger mitzvah to give it away than to sell it. Rabbi Yehuda agrees to this. It's obvious from logic that you should give it to the ger rather than selling it to the guy. Svaru zatem tzuvah. There's a pasuk that says, that there's a mitzvah to give to support the ger and the toishav. We're talking about a ger toishav here, okay? There's a bit of support. How much support? So says Taisvis, you're not mechuyev to give away your house, whatever, but a small amount, $10, $20, whatever it is, there's something decent. Okay, so instead of you making $100, you get away, you lost $10. Big deal. Because anyway, you have a mitzvah of tzedakah for him. So therefore, it's logic that you should give it away rather than selling it. And now, the Gemara is going to go in and give a little ride through the Torah, which many of these psukim are what we read yesterday in Parshas Kiseitze, because it happens to be. I mean, when you read Parshas Kiseitze, it has the most mitzvahs of any parsha, so obviously you're going to bump in. But here's a lot of them. Shabbos, we're going to talk about food that was done through Isser Shabbos. It's not so. It should be also b'achila. Chayrish, plowing with two animals together. The food that comes out should be also b'achila, but it's not. Uklei Azraim, if you plant two seeds together, the food that comes out is not also b'achila. According to what you're telling me, toyeva, it's an abomination. It should be also b'achila, like bas v'chala. Oisiv es b'noi, if you shecht a mother and her son, we had a whole parak on it in this Masechta. If you shecht the two on one day, which is asr, there's no isser to eat. The Mishnah says before you're allowed to eat the meat afterwards. B'shiluch haken, which is a difficult one to understand, but we'll get there. If you were over, the Rashi at the end says, just without being over, the bird itself is asr, sitting on the eggs, and that bird that flies away, you should never be able to eat it. It should be a toyeva. Says the Gemara Lamiyato. Daf Kuf Tesvav Amidal. Ma'aseh Shabbos the Tasru. If you were over on Shabbos, it happens a lot. No, somebody doesn't know halacha. Takes out the chont, takes off the chont off the oven, puts it back on. Here we have even a video if you want to see a Ma'aseh Shabbos. A little bit of exaggeration here.
Geh bring dem Zuptap.
Oi weh, das ist Chullin und nicht kein Supp und es ist nicht gekocht und es ist dann auch wäre es zurückzubringen. Aber der Rebbe wollte auf mich groß sein und wird wohl mich wollen verraschen durch mit das Abadicho.
Can't fool the Rebbe. One hand here, one hand. Ma'aseh Shabbos the Tasru. It should be also to eat. I told you not to make a Ma'aseh Shabbos, not to be Michal Shabbos. So the Gemara, yeah, Shabbos is different. Omakro ki kodesh hilochem. Let's see who does it better. I have the video. I think the English was actually better, but I'll tell you why. It's not their fault, because I started that song, and he's the one that started this one. It was on a better note, on a better key, maybe.
Take note of that.
Oh my girl, ki kodesh ilochem, he kodesh v'maseh kodesh. The day Shabbos has kedusha, the food not. You can't ruin the food because of that. So on a very chomer isser like Shabbos, we have a pasuk that says no. The food doesn't become also ba'achila. Says Gemara, chayrish b'shor b'chamor, if you plow with a donkey and a horse together, something like this, or v'choisem pi para, or you muzzle the cow, v'doshba, and then you plow the field, litasru. What should become asur? Whatever comes out. The zroim. Do I need to show the other one? The sachsim? Oh, that was there. Forget it. Says the Gemara, Hashtu ma Shabbos the Chamira Maaseh Mutarim. No, let's learn from Shabbos. Now what? If Shabbos, that's Koros, it's a skila. Malchus, skila. Not Malchus. Chatos, skila. Uma Shabbos the Chamira Maaseh Mutarim. The food that you make on Shabbos, you're allowed to eat afterwards. Hanan lekolchkin. So certainly, the Chayrish b'shar v'chamor yachtov. So what's the question that everybody should be asking now? Oh! You hear what he asked? So what about Basar B'chalav? We're saying the whole time that Basar B'chalav is toyeva, it's an abomination, so it's asur. Then we bring a pasuk from Shabbos that it's not a problem on Shabbos. But what about shar v'chamor? Also not a problem. We learn from Shabbos that it's not a problem. So why Basar B'chalav is different than those? So says... Huh?
It has to mean something. If we have a rule, it has to mean something, so it makes sense.
Look what Rashi says. Rashi says better than you. Says Rashi, "Avo basar b'cholav le'er minay gavachoyim edo ksiv le'yisoicha kol sheti avdecho u'mistaber de'yisur de'kro le'ko amar." Da'achil toyeva gufa. You're eating the actual thing that the Torah said not to do. The Torah said don't put meat and milk together, and you did, and you're eating that. Over here, you're eating the outcome of what the Torah said don't do. The Torah said don't cook, and then you're eating the outcome of that. They said don't put a fire, don't plow. And what came out next year comes out this thing. So that's just the outcome. It's not the actual thing itself. Kilai zroim l'tasru. But what about you take the two seeds when the Torah says don't put the two seeds together? This is the gufa itself, and you're putting it in the ground. This would be similar to Basar B'chalav because it's the actual thing that you're not supposed to put together. Don't the avdil. So the Gemara, the Galar Rachman Gav the Kilai Ken Pen Tikdash. Something similar called, there's two seeds, you take a banana and a carrot and you put them together. But there's also Kilei HaKerem, the original. When you plow, you seed wheat together with grape. Oh, you didn't show it. Avremi, what's with you? When I put that, you get through this. After these guys take it for granted every Sunday, every day, and Dave, all these people, without. Then I yell at them, but it's not a yell. It's like it's a kiss. Yeah. One day it's going to be like a Rav Yosef. He yelled at me. It's Mamash Gishmak. He yelled at me. No, I didn't slap.
Why do you start slapping people?
No, I have my own thing. I yell. To yell, you have to be zoicha. Avrami, you're zoicha to yell. You're zoicha.
He has a knife in his hand all the time.
Let me start with you first. How? What did I know?
Let's go. Remember that?
Yeah. Do I remember that? 20 years later, okay, at least he asked. We take the word pen tigdash and we learn pen tukadesh, that you have to burn it. You burn the kilei hakerem. So it seems like only that type of combination of seeds of wheat and grape do you have to burn. Miklal, the kilei zroim, sharu, other types you don't have to burn. Says the Gemara, okay, there you have to burn and it's also bahana. But maybe there's still something wrong with the two seeds, the banana and the carrot. Why and what? You shouldn't be able to eat it. Okay, over there you're not allowed to have enough from it. But maybe regular seeds you're not allowed to eat. Maybe regular seeds you're not allowed to eat. So the Gemara says, when you put two animals together, it's also for you to mate two different species together. It says in the same pasuk the two things. Also, in this week's parsha, right? Where are we? No. Vayikra, no. No. The animal, the offspring of the two species, you're allowed to benefit from, you're allowed to eat it. Asadcha, hayotzimenu mutar. Since in the same pasuk I say, when it comes to regular kilayim, you're allowed to eat. How do you know that you're allowed to eat? You take a cow and you take a goat, or better yet, you take a goat and a deer, you put them together and you have a koi, a koi. You're allowed to eat the kvi. How do you know? How do you know? It's made from an isser. It would be like, I don't know what a kiwi is made out of. I don't know if it's true, it's made out of 7 different things. It could be it's original, but you shouldn't be able to eat a grapefruit. You shouldn't even have a grapefruit. They took an orange and a lemon or whatever they did to make a grapefruit. It's klein. But we're allowed to eat it. How do we know that you're allowed to eat it? Because we learn from a behemoth. That what? The Torah says you're not allowed to bring a carbon that's made from 2 different species, like a koi. So we see it's dafka as a carbon, miklad al head yishari, it's mutter for a head yoit. Oisev has been litzar. So if a person shechs the mother cow and the baby calf on the same day, should be also to eat the meat, and we know it's mutter to eat the meat. So Avi Kamiansi told me yesterday, he saw a Ramban, listen, this guy's busy. Maush, learning Rambans, doing Chazor and Zichru. He said, the Ramban says that Oisev is Benoi is the same svar of Isser like Shiloh Haken, the other way around. Oh, it's a good thing you're here. Shiloh Haken is like Oisev is Benoi. We said by Oisev is Benoi, the svar over there was Rachmanis. Where do we say it from? I don't know. Was it Medrash? What was it? I don't think it was a Gemara.
No, but you just said it's Indian also.
No, not the Rachmanis and them, but that you should learn Rachmanis. You should.
Who asked the Malachim, and the Malachim say they have Rachmanis on Klai. They learn how Rachmanis.
Yeah, not that you should say that, but that you should learn. You should learn. And the same thing is Shiloh Haken. Okay, fine. Which is interesting that the Gemara here, I told him right away, the Gemara here brings them both back to back. Oisev is B'nai Litzar, Midas Rachmanis, so the Gemara says, Midas Rachmanis, Mechus Zman L'Gavoya. Mechus Zman, what's this idea? We're learning so many new concepts, not new. These are Chazara for most of us, but people that just started now, a lot of people come over to me, I started Chullin Daf this, I started Chullin, a lot of people. In the last 2 weeks, maybe 20 different people told me, they started Chullin. So, but we had Mechus Zman, I think, in this Masechta. Mechus Zman means, the classic is, that the Torah says you can't shecht an animal until it's 8 days old. So if it's 5 days old, it's missing its time. It didn't get to 8 days yet. It's missing time. The same thing, if you shecht the mother, you're not allowed to shecht the baby, that baby's mechus zman, because today you're not allowed to shecht it. You have to wait until tomorrow. It's missing a day. You're shechting a day too early. Yeah, you're looking at me like, no, because I didn't see the shake. I look over here, I didn't see the shake from the side, the peripheral. You're like, what did you just say? Was there confusion there for a second, though? No, it was just a space out. Okay, got it. There was a space out, right? Hello. I'm 8 years. 8 years. He goes like this. That means it's okay. He stops. It means it's not okay. I go like this, and I look at his face to see the whole thing. I didn't see his face. It doesn't happen. He must have gone to sleep very late. The girls are coming in. No, what is striking? The girls are coming this week. You know what's going on there? His whole life is going to be upside down now.
Just became.
I'm just going to chaymer. What is that? Look at this. No. You couldn't wait until the seminary started, and now it's like he's not happy with it. Yeah. Those are the best, no? You get all the money up front, and then they drop out later. It's a good seminary, no?
It's great. That's what you did to try to help him out.
What?
You saw 20 girls drop out. They help him out. It's a friend.
Zog the Gemara. When the Torah says that Oisev is Benoi, which is Mechus Zman, you're not allowed to bring it as a carbon, but for a private citizen, it's mutar. Yeah, I see the shaking. Shiloh haken litzar. The Shiloh haken. So it's a little annoying, so to speak. What's Shiloh haken? You'd say, if I asked you, what's Shiloh haken that should be asur? What would you tell me? Any regular person, tell me, Mendy, what's Shiloh haken asur? What should be also? In what way?
Away the mother.
You send away the mother, and what should be? If you don't send away the mother, if you don't send away the mother, then the egg should be also. Rashi says, "Mamish wild." He says, "No, I don't like that pshat. No good. Better pshat is that the mother herself, if you didn't send her away, she's a shtik chaticha d'isura. She's mamish aser, because you have to send her away. You didn't send her away, but you didn't even. So if she flies away, she remains aser. The isur doesn't go away from her."
Then
And on that,
then the problem is that could be other people who find it. They won't.
oh, that's what the Gemara says right there. And then it says Gemara, "Amr Torah shalach l'takala," which is not 100%. It's not so pashut. How do you understand that? So you send it, you don't send it away. Somebody else is going to find it. Why is that aser? It's batal b'roiv. Okay, because at the end of the day, there's a little bit something not so geshmak in it. It's a piece of meat that's aser. Rabbi Victor Miller brings a medrash, not his own thing. He brings a medrash. Medrash Rabbah Vav Hey Ayin Sham. So why is it that if you find a cow with her calf and you want to chop the calf and shechta, you don't have to send away the cow? It's only in a bird. Says the Medrash, because birds bring enjoyment to human beings. This week's thing. Huh?
They don't sing.
No, they don't sing. They don't sing. They sing. Birds sing.
Cows move.
I mean, lefizeh would be also to do shiloh haken on a pigeon. It's only birds that bring you out. No. Okay. One day we're gonna have an offer from them. What? By what?
When they were bringing the arm back.
Oh yeah, that was a one-time thing. But Yisharna para, that para, you're right.
Usually they just move in other ways.
Oh, Marish Lakish. No, if you, some people enjoy birds. I enjoy birds. This bird people. Not I'm shugano with the binoculars looking for birds all day, but a good bird, like a nice pelican, an eagle that flies over. It's geschmack. In Yellowstone, we had 2 eagles on trees right next to us. We were watching the white bald eagle, whatever they call them. They fly, they soar. You watch them land. They come in. If you know how to fly a plane, you know how these pelicans, they land on the water, they flare beforehand, the 2 wheels touch, it's a hole. They don't stall. They don't stall. Actually, I saw one stall, it plopped into the water it almost hit its friend, so it made a move, it stalled, and it's geschmack. Okay, anyways, those who appreciate it. So they bring you anah. Cows, nunu, mumu, whatever. Oh, so we got another one, Rabbi Isai, another source. How do you know, says Rish Lakish, how do you know basar b'chalav is aser? Says the Gemara, Talmud lo yimar al toichlu mimenu no ubasar b'vushel. Where's this pasuk, Rabbi Isai? Karm Pesach. It says you're not allowed to eat it raw. You have to cook it. Now it says a double lashon of cooking. What else in the Torah do you cook besides Karm Pesach? Basar b'chalav. There's isser cooking. Shein tamad lo yimar mevushel. It's an extra word. Ma tamad lo mevushel. Lo yimar loch. There's another one that's also just like Karban Pesach. If you don't cook it, it's also b'hana. Beizeh basar b'chalav. Basar b'chalav is an says Rish Lakish. I learned it from a Karban Pesach. Omerle Rabbi Yochanan Gemara Dikalashin. Kuura zu shashana Rebbe. What? It's so disgusting. Rebbe's pshat. You don't like Rebbe's pshat? What's wrong with Rebbe's pshat? They have to come on the new pshat. What did Rebbe say? It says by Psula Mikdashim. What's Psula Mikdashim? And this, Rabbi says, is fascinating. I know the girls are coming in and your head is all fashed up with all sorts of things, but if you came just for this, it's kedai. Listen to this, I'm serious. I guess we learned in the Makkas. I have no recollection of it. Psula Mikdashim is an animal you dedicated to the Beis Hamikdash. You said, I want to bring this to the Beis Hamikdash. Unfortunately, it got a major mum. A lion came and bit off its whole leg. It's a mum. So now what do? You can't bring it as a carbon. So what do? You sell it, you redeem it, but it still has issues. It still has a little bit of gedusha in it. You can't shear its wool, you can't this, that, a few halachas. So you have a mixture of chullin and kachim in the same animal. So I'll ask you a question. Stop a question. It has a mixture of kachim and chullin in it. So let's say I plow my field with this cow that's kachim and chulin. You can actually draw a line down the middle. This side is kachim, this side is chulin. I plow my field with it. Am I over on on plowing my field with 2 minim? Stop, I'm throwing out a question over there. Huh? Yeah. So what's the answer? The answer is that the Gemara Maki says yes. It's 2 minim. You believe this? Imamish. Wow. Just for that. That's what I'm telling you. Just for that. So lo techleno. Say, if somebody... No, people say all the time, I space out, I fall asleep, whatever. If you could come out with one idea, one concept you didn't know yesterday, one idea, it's unbelievable. You have an animal that's one animal, but has 2 halachas in it. It's half kachim, half chullin. It's considered 2 minim, according to Rashi, to the point the Gemara in Makkah says that you're over on plowing a field with 2 minim. So Lo Techleno is talking about Basar Chalav. Why is it talking about Basar Chalav? It's talking about Psula Mikdashim. Check this out, you'll understand. Pasuk Chav Gimel says, then it says, Pasuk Chav Dal, Lo Techleno. Again, I already said in Pasuk Chav Gimel, don't eat it. Lo Techleno. And then Pasuk Chav Hey, once again, Lo Techleno. So what do we see here? There's a bunch of words that are extra. So we're going to take one of these words and we're going to use it for our sugya. Says Rebbe. It's talking about Basar Chalav. It's for Basar Chalav because when it doesn't have any reason to be there, we have to use it. That's today's daf. We're learning a lot of Yesodus in Limudim, and I think be'emes. I had a personal geshmak from this daf. There's a lot of cool things that would you be able to come up with on your own, different. From all different, where did you get that Lo Techleno is talking about Basar Chalav? Amris, here, Kishrin over here, genius. One of the things is Davar Halav Minyana. You should learn from something similar, Minyana. What's Psula Mikdashim? Bishnei Minim. Says Rashi, how's it 2 minim? It's Chullin and Kachim. And guess what? Basar Chalav. Basar Chalav. 2 minim. It makes sense that this word, Lo Techleno, is Basar Chalav. I'm just saying, seriously, if you put your mind to it, would you be able to come up with something like this? It's mamish, wow. Afkan, Bishnei, minim. Over here also, we're talking about Basar Chalav. Now, I just want to show you Taisus before I forget. V'Rabbi Nami Komar Hamanik Shor Psula Mikdashim Loike Gufechadu. He brings the Gemara in Makkah. It's time to show you this Gemara. So now, you could hum while I'm saying this. It's Kishmak. The whole eye, look at it. Encore Healthcare has a schus for Klal Yisrael. This Elul, Amen. Shmuel and Aovish Shusta has a schus for Yemadin. Adar Global, specialist in international financial services. The Lebetkin, Tzvi Lebetkin, Zech Nishmas Leo Beryl, Ben Shmuel, Chayib. The Shama should have an Aliyah. Whoa, we're holding all the way there. Givaldik. Imai says the Gemara, why did Rish Lakish go to a new pshat from, he's learning it from Korban Pesach. What's wrong with Rebbe? Rabbeinu HaKadosh. Just stick with it. It's Mardik. Great pshat. So over there it says Lo Techleno, right? 3 times. Lo Techleno means don't eat. How would I know that there's an Isra or no? Kamash Malon. That's why I have my pasuk from Korban Pesach over there. It's also Bahana. You're not allowed to benefit from it. Basar Chalav also, you're not allowed to benefit from it. So, but what does Rebbe do? Rebbe only brings a pasuk of Achila, not Ana. Nafkali Mahacha. He learns it from here. Nemakan Kam Kodesh Atul Hashem. By Basar Chalav right before, but it's interesting, yeah? I gotta admit, it's a little interesting. Because it's really talking about an Avela. They talk about it. There's actually a big comma. There's an asnachta over there. It's a different thing. Fine, but it says in the same pasuk. By Isurei Bia. It's even a shiloh what it is, what kind of Bia it is. But by a certain type of relations, it says, there's an Isser, in other words, the Isra Hana, says Rashi, Mal'alam Bana, Avkan Bana. We see the idea of Isra Hana. The Be'er Rebbe Lezatana, L'Yistochlu Kol Nevela, another source for Isser Achila and Hana by Basar B'Chalav. The Be'er Rebbe Lezatana, L'Yistochlu Kol Nevela, Amra Torah, Kishetim Kireno, Loite Bashleno V'Tim Kireno. What's going on here? So if you don't see this pasuk in front of you, you might have a problem understanding this Gemara. But now it's so understandable. The whole pasuk is talking about an nevela. At the end of the pasuk, it says, that's the main connection in this Gemara. It says, so I would think that when I give it or I sell it to the guy, let me make my tamim out of it. Let me make a hamburger, a cheeseburger out of it, and then I'll sell it to the guy. So I'm Torah, kishitim kirena. When you're going to sell this in the veil, don't cook it in milk. Why? Because it's an Isra Hana. The very small Tana. Oh, this is the one that we're so familiar with. After 4 of them, I don't know how many, 4 or 5 different attempts, all the way from Daf Kuf Yudalad Amud Beis, the beginning of Shir today, we're finally getting there, a daf later. This is what everybody's familiar with. This is the one that Rashi brings. Levi says it's in the Shulchan Aruch also. Givaldi. Huh? I don't know. I believe you. He says there's a tzion from the Shulchan Aruch over here, Aleph. There's a Dalet Hey Beis also by me, because those are all the psukim. Givaldi.
It's not really, is it really basar v'chalav, it's nevela?
Huh?
Real basar v'chalav is kosher meat with kosher milk.
No. We learned that also, even if it's dead. Even if it's dead. Rabbi say, I really enjoyed this because it brings you, it comes from all different directions. Another source. Nemar Khan, Kiam Kodosh, it says the word Kodosh. We're talking about a treifa, an animal that dies. Tachchita, treifa, it has a one of these wounds that it's not going to heal from. So what is this called, this kind of limud, when you have the 2 words that are the same? Anybody else want to jump in here and tell me? It says Kadosh over here on the top pasuk, and it says Kadosh on the bottom pasuk. So we compare the 2. What is that called? Gzeira Shava. So we're starting over with Gzeira Shava. We're going to work our way into a Kal V'chomer, and eventually we're going to get with Tamah Tzad. We're going to go through all Shlishim Midrash and I just want to know if anybody here could come up with this stuff on his own. I think it's very cool. Be'emes. It's geschmack. Malalon by treifa osur. You're not allowed to eat the treifa. Afkan osur. You're not allowed to eat basar b'chalav because it says the same word. Kodesh is called Gzeira Shava. We know Gzeira Shava is from Har Sinai. We don't make this stuff up. This Moshe Rabbeinu, if this is he got this Gzeira Shava from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Okay, but it only says the Isra Achila. But treifa you're not allowed to eat. You're allowed to benefit from. Oh, so we have a Kal V'chomer. I'm a Kal V'chomer. Uma Arla. Here, Arla, this guy. You could actually probably lower the volume slightly. The first 3 years of the tree is mamish, osur, bahano. You're not allowed to benefit at all from it. I'll ask you a question while you're watching this. Let's say me and Noam and Avi, we love looking at nice mountains and waterfalls. Let's say we see a beautiful orchard of 2.5-year-old trees with gorgeous fruit. Man, beautiful, beautiful stuff. You know, you go to Holland and you see these tulips and, you can see mamish benefit. My father-in-law, until they just chopped them all down, he had in front of his tree apple trees. Like 15 apple trees. Unbelievable. It's a special breed. In spring, it was like pink. It was like crazy beautiful. Are you allowed to sit there and look at it when it's 2.5 years old? Just look at it. It's Arla.
No.
That's what everybody would think. So I'm telling you, there's machlokes pri megadim and chavas das. If there might be isra istaklus on it. I'm telling you. I'm just telling things that are going to push buttons here. That's my job. I'm doing a great job. So listen to this. Arla, you didn't do anything. It automatically, it's created be'isra. My Arla shenevda ba'avera. Asura b'hano. Basar b'chalav shenevda ba'avera. And it didn't asura b'hano. I was thinking about this last night. I was reading it, and I'm thinking about it today. I'll just share with Arla, and just bothered me. What about nevela? I mean, why are we going to Arla? There's certain things that are asur b'achila, but not asur b'hano. Why do we grab Arla? Okay, I don't know. I'll call upon him. Ma'la Arla shekein lehoisel shasat kosher. So let's do this for a second, not to confuse anybody. I'm learning Basa B'Chalav from Arla. That what? Arla, the first 3 years, is also about still to Basa B'Chalav. But there's something special about Arla that it was never mutter, it was created B'Isser. Basa B'Chalav, Basar is mutter, Chalav is mutter. When you put them together, it's awesome. So now I'm going to have to learn from something else. I'm going to learn from Chametz and Pesach that what it had a Shasa Kosher. You're allowed to eat pizza all the way up until Pesach. Once Pesach comes in, and it's Asur, Bano. Chametz Pesach Yichiach. Did I skip? Mal Arz Shkin Lo Yozel Shasa Kosher. Chametz Pesach Yichiach. Shoyzel Shasa Kosher. What's Bano? Mal Chametz Pesach Shkin Onish Kares. Here, I'm going to put a Kares here. It's super chomer. You can't bring any raya from Pesach. Don't bring a raya from Basa B'Chalav from Pesach with Isser Kares. Of course, it's also Bano. So now what would be the right thing to do, Rabbi, if I stop here? Where would I prove there's something in this list right over here that doesn't have Kares, yet it's also Bano, and that's Arla. So here we go. Kilaya Ker. Oops! I just jumped to Kilaya Ker. Why? I could just go back to Arla. So that's Gemara's question in the future. But Kilaya Ker, when I put wheat and grapes together, there's no Kares, and there's also, okay. Kilaya Ker Chichu. Shinor Kares, Basa B'Ana, there's this B'Ana. And Memela, what? I'm going to go and learn all the way to Basa B'Chalav. In other words, I'm going to learn from Arla, but Arla has a problem. So I learn from Pesach. Pesach has a problem. Kilaya Ker doesn't have a problem. Each one has a little bit of a problem, but there's a common denominator that what? Basa B'Ana. As the Gemara, Lama Gzeir Shava, so if so, it's beautiful. You just gave me a great limud from a Kavachomer with the Tzad Shava, the whole thing, it's all this. So let's erase the initial Gzeir Shava. Let me remind the Oilam, we had a Gzeir Shava, it says, Kadosh, Kadosh. That's how we started. From Kadosh, Kadosh, I learned that you're not allowed to eat. How do I know you're not allowed to benefit? I know you're not allowed to benefit from this whole thing right over here. Why do I need to, so why did the Gzeir Shava learn you're not allowed to eat and benefit all from here? It's all the same thing. You're not allowed to eat chametz and you're not allowed to benefit from chametz. You're not allowed to eat arla, you're not allowed to benefit. So just learn Basa B'Chalav from these 3 guys together, and together I'll know that you're not allowed to eat and benefit. Why did I start off this whole sugya with a Gzeir Shava? Yeah? You're holding with me over there in the back? Givaldik. I got the thumbs up. Says the Gemara, Lama Gzeir Shava leis v'kula v'kavachayim arla. Umar lo shelo nevda ba'aveira asura bein machil be'ana. Basa B'Chalav shelo nevda ba'aveira and then shelo asura bein machil be'ana. If Arla, you never did anything wrong, you just planted it, it's also machil be'ana. So certainly chametz, Basa B'Chalav. Says the Gemara, because I have a pircha, because there's something else called a shar and chamar and chayz and pi, that what you do in Aveira, Shenevda ben Maveir, Usharu, and nevertheless, it's mutter, so too Basa B'Chalav. If you did an Aveir, it should be mutter, shouldn't be also ba'ana. Says the Gemara, Lamali le'meimar kilei akerim yichichu, le'mo arla techiach. Here, why do you have, after you get stuck by chametz and Pesach, and then chametz and Pesach kares, prove from Arla there's no kares. Why are you going to another object? Here, it should look like this. Arla, you have a problem, Pesach, and the answer right over here should be Arla. Geschmack. Halavai, when I was in Cheder, I had matzads like this.
See, it worked with them.
I didn't know it was flying. What are you talking about worked? I got past it. Despite
Despite it.
Despite it. It should go around in a circle, and we have a common denominator that what? Arla and Pesach. Asur ba'achil and asur ba'ana, so to Basa B'Chalav. Or Rav Ashi Mishum Dikul Meiman Nevela Tichiach, Shasur ba'achila u'muteres ba'ana. We could stop over here. I just want to point something out. That when you're only learning from 2 different items, like on the left, Arla and Pesach, then I could throw in this nevela. The nevela is a problem. I see from nevela. But when I'm learning on the right, I bring in that extra item. I have Arla, Pesach, and Kilei Akerim. Then I cannot just push it off with a koldu of a nevela. It becomes stronger. I have 3 items I'm learning from. Then, Nad Rabboisai, have a wonderful day.
Merit the schus of spreading Torah throughout the world. Sponsor a shir today. MDYsponsor.com or sponsor at MDYDaf.com.